I think it's the fear of upsetting the apple cart, disrupting traditional ways of, oh, this is how we've always done it, and this is how we've always will do it. But I think in today's day of, digital disruption and traditional businesses being forced to change, we look at transportation, we look at hotels, we look at banking, right? You have to evolve or die. So innovation is something that it must serve a business objective. What is that business objective you need to serve, right? And creativity, I feel, also can be applied to how an organization works. Can be applied to the product you make. Or even innovation can be applied to the manufacturing process or distribution.
Yeah.
Or in my field, it's about how you apply innovation and creativity to marketing the service or product that you want to bring into the world. So I believe that, it has to be part of the ecosystem, and you can design the outcome of success for a business if you apply sensible innovation, a good dose of courage, and work with the right people to get you there.
Yeah.
To me, the primary reason is businesses are run, led, and mostly managed by left brain people. Let's face it. If you do an analysis of 99% of the businesses, you will find that it's either dominated by engineers, accountants, finance people, legal people, MBAs, and so on. These are all very logical people. They look at life and business only through one lens, and that's the logical lens. And innovation sometimes flies in the face of logic, right? To me, a second reason why innovation does not happen is we've got to understand this. All businesses are grappling with three predicaments. Okay? The first predicament is the past. We've had some products which worked out in the past, but is it going to work out in the present and in the future? The answer is probably not, right? So you got the baggage of the past which you're dealing with.
Yeah.
There's a second challenge which is the present, right? Your revenue actually comes from the present. It's your clients, it's this business development pipeline that you have, it's your current operations, your current team. Now, your money, your sales, your revenue, everything is going to come from what you're doing with your present operations, current operations, right? So, any business leadership and even management tends to spend probably 70 to 90% of their time dealing with present challenges, right? If you're going to spend 70 to 90% of your time focused on your current operations, your present challenges, the emergencies that keep cropping up right now, right here, where is the time to innovate? Because innovation by definition is about creating opportunities for the future, right? So there is literally no time to invest in the future.
Yeah.
And I tell most of my clients, you're not going to have a future, okay, if you don't invest in innovation right now, right? Businesses tend to be very, very myopic and short-sighted. And this is a very practical reason why they don't innovate. It's not because of lack of skills. It is just because of the perspective which keep them locked into the opportunities of the present and of the moment. There's a third reason why businesses do not innovate, and that is lack of what I call cognitive diversity. Right? I always have seen this again and again, and I recommend this every single time. If you want innovation, in other words, if you want spark, there's got to be friction, right? And there's going to be no friction if I'm just dealing with people exactly like myself, a final reason is middle management, right? Middle management or the mid-level manager is literally trained to reject and destroy ideas, right? I'm not putting it in a very negative sense, right? Because they've been hired with very clear KPIs. So when they evaluate, how do they evaluate? They will look at an idea with reference to other prototypes that are popular currently, right? After all, they are supposed to, be the filter, right? Because if an idea fails, their job is on the line, right? But if they do not showcase a brilliant idea, they just tuck it away, reject it, they're not going to be penalized for it, right? So there is penalty for failure, but there is no penalty for rejecting and destroying a great idea.